How are we doing today? This is my presentation for social impacts of video games. Um, Basically start off on my topic of the script is basically all positivity for video games. That's so basically my target audience is everyone. People who play games, people think about playing games, people who have negative things to say about video games because people who say negative things don't believe them because there's so many positives in video games. So basically breaking down my script is if I have a negative character and I have a positive character basically on the aspects of video games. Um, so let's continue this. We all know that video people always have negative things to say, but video games can actually be a stress reliever, a source of income, a way people can meet others. It's not just because you're playing video games don't mean you're isolated. In that case. So the way my script works out is basically I have a character, that's the native character, saying that they would never allow their children to play video games. The positive character happens to walk by the conversation that they're having with someone else. They then state that taking video games away from your child is basically taking their childhood away from them. Because video games in my life played a big part of me staying focused, me getting things done, and also, other things as well. The negative student comments back, no, it won't. It would keep them away from violent video games, as well as can even say something. How could you say something like that? Because it keeps them away from violent video games. The positive student then starts to say, well, for one, video games strengthens brain cells in the head. For your information. Also, video games are a great positive by keeping your children out of the streets away from trouble, which is so true. When it says that video game strengthens its brain cells, meaning that you as a child, your brain is expanding as days go by, as the years go by, you're always soaking in knowledge. Your repetition of playing the games, using the controller, looking at the screen, and also memorizing things is just strengthening that brain cell up. So that's how there's also that helps you eventually learning how to multitask because you're multitasking. And we all know video games do keep you out of trouble, keeps you away from the streets, keep you out of doing things you're not supposed to do. So how could you argue that when it's if you're playing video games, what else can you do? You can't get in trouble. Then it goes on to say that the negative student says, I don't believe that it strengthens the brain cells. You can't make video games a career or meet people from looking at a screen. And there's no possible way it can keep you out of trouble. This is just another silly statement made by the negative character. This is where the positive student starts to drop knowledge. You can definitely, he states, you can definitely make a video game your career. There are many people who make a living off playing them. You can also meet people through online play, like I said before. Go by going through gaming conventions, and there's so many more opportunities. Just think about it in this light. If you're a child at home playing games, how can he or she gets in trouble? Like I said before. And then also, video games, you can make money nowadays, especially here in 2017, going 2018. They have video games conventions where people play competition for money. Also, that's another form of meeting people. Online play, like I stated, and when you go to gaming conventions and things like Comic-Con, there are so many people just like you out there wanting to play. So you can actually expand the amount of friends that you have by playing video games. That basically was my script. I would love to improve on the script as well if we have more time, especially it was presented early in the semester. I enjoyed taking this class. It really opened my eyes in the video games. And I'd like to thank you, Professor, for being a good professor as well. Have a great happy holidays, and see you.